You've been streaming for some time now and you've amassed a small following, but either you want to up the quality from your inbuilt webcam, or maybe you don't have a webcam at all and you're looking to add one to your streams. Well, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about several different camera setups ranging in price so that together we can find the best option for you. To keep this simple, I'm only going to be talking to you about cameras which have the facility to be used as a webcam. You won't need a capture card for any of these options. If you have a capture card already, then obviously these options will still work. And also, whilst we're on the subject of what you will and will not need, on the whole, the options I'm about to show you will not transmit audio, so you will need an external mic in order to capture your audio. If audio is something you're interested in, then keep an eye out for a future video that I'm thinking about making. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video where I will show you what I think may be the very best camera setup for streaming. Since COVID-19, lots of camera brands have come out with software which essentially allows you to turn your ordinary camera into a webcam. It's worth mentioning that in all of these cases, the quality will be slightly reduced, but you'll still have a way better image than your average webcam. Notable brands that have done this are GoPro, Canon, Fujifilm, and Sony. So if you own a camera made by one of those brands, you might be able to use it as a webcam already. I'm going to be talking about 3 different options today which should vastly improve the quality of your streams. But before we do that, I just want to touch on lenses. When buying a camera, it's important to remember that it's the glass on the front which can really make the biggest difference to your image. So without getting too technical, I just want to run a few phrases past you so that you can fully understand what I'm talking about when it comes to picking the right camera and lens for your channel. If you know all of this already, please feel free to skip to the next section. Firstly, let's talk about focal length. In short, focal length is how zoomed in your image will appear. When you see a lens such as an 18 to 55mm, that number is telling you that at its widest, the field of view will be 18mm, quite wide. And when fully zoomed in, your focal length will be about 55mm. Quite zoomed in. The smaller the millimeter, the wider your shot. The higher the millimeter, the more zoomed in your shot. This is something to bear in mind when picking the position for your camera. Secondly, aperture. Essentially how much light the lens will let in. If you're streaming in a dark environment or want that super sexy shallow depth of field look, kind of like this, then you're going to want a lens with a low aperture. These numbers sometimes look like 3.5 to 5.6, which means the aperture changes depending on how zoomed in you are, and sometimes they look like just a single number, 1.8. The lower the number, the more light. You will also come across prime lenses which usually have a low aperture and produce a higher quality image. Don't worry too much about this, I will also suggest some great lenses for you as options as well. Right, with all of that out of the way, let's kick things off with our first camera, the Canon 100D. Ever since its release in 2013, this camera has been defined as a budget-friendly way to enter into the world of photography and video. And for a used price of around £200, including the kit lens, I would say it's one of the most budget-friendly ways to improve your streaming quality. Let's talk about some of the things I like about it and some of the things you'll have to compromise on. Good bits. Great image quality, shoots 1080p video and connects seamlessly to the Canon EOS Utility webcam app. Brilliant. Bad bits. No flip out screen, so it might be harder for you to frame up your shot, but you should be able to use the live preview on your PC, and it has no continuous autofocus, but that shouldn't be an issue if you're not moving around too much. If you were going to go down this route, there are a few things I would keep in mind. Firstly, I would recommend that you bought a dummy battery for it. That way you can plug the camera directly into the mains and you never have to worry about charging the battery. Secondly, the kit lens is okay, but you are going to need a fair bit of light in order to get a clean image. If you wanted to look at buying the camera body only and then buying a lens like the 24mm 2.8, which is around £100 used, that would be a great option if you want a shallower depth of field. If you don't mind spending a little bit money for a lot more functionality, then I'd suggest the second camera that's used by my good friend Chris Buck to film all of his YouTube videos. There's a link in the video description, and that's the Sony Rx100 MK4. This camera is a little powerhouse. The main selling features, in my opinion, for using this as a webcam are its small form factor, its flip-up screen, continuous autofocus, and fast aperture. If you're looking to spend somewhere in the region of £350 350 to 400 pounds, then this is probably your best option. The image quality that comes out of this little camera is phenomenal, and obviously that fast aperture will allow you to get that smooth out of focus background whilst maintaining pin sharp focus the whole time. Definitely a force to be reckoned with. If you're enjoying this video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel so you never miss another video. It really helps me out. And as promised, let's talk about what I think is the best possible camera setup for streaming. Now, this isn't for the faint of heart. If money is no object and you just want to go for pure quality, I would recommend the Sony 6400 coupled with the 16mm 1.4 lens from Sigma. This setup is actually what I'm using right now to record this video. Price-wise, you're talking about £1,000 to £1,200 depending on whether you're buying new, but this setup really is something special. If you use a dummy battery coupled with the Sony webcam software, then this is a solid solution which should last you a really long time. The reason I love this setup so much is the continuous autofocus and face tracking, ideal if you're talking to camera like this, the flip up screen so you can set your frame very easily, and the shallow depth of field that you can achieve from the 16mm 1.4. There are other cheaper Sony cameras you can use, but some of them do have a tendency to overheat. For that reason, I think the A6400 is the camera to go for. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching this. It is just my opinion at the end of the day, but I think both Sony cameras are an amazing option if you're looking to up the quality of your stream. If you want to watch another one of my videos, why not try this one? It shows you how to turn your Sony camera into a webcam. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.